Them to both the way well. Danwar showing pace. They're all going to come to the grandstand side. Over on the other side there, Fanciful Lady is showing good pace. Purbright drops in behind the speed in the early part to get some cover. Morissette staying well off the rails. Kalimna leads now about 900 metres to go. Over near the outside rail, it's Kalimna from Fanciful Lady, who's come across from barrier 1 to be up there second. Whiskey Glow isn't far off the pace, and Our Croupier just behind them near the outside rail. Morissette is over between over on the other side of those horses, closest to the middle of the course, and Purbright is following her. A good way back is Dan and Gadina is last of all, about 500 metres to go, and it's Kalimna, a narrow leader from Fanciful Lady. Our Croupier just behind the leading horse. Morissette is moving up handier to them, followed by Whiskey Glow, and Purbright closest to the middle of the track now, clear of Danwar, with about 250 metres to go, and it's Kalimna headed off by Fanciful Lady. Fanciful Lady now from Kalimna, and Morissette is coming at Fanciful Lady, and then Our Croupier, Whiskey Glow. Fanciful Lady in front, 100 metres to go from Morissette, trying hard. Fanciful Lady a half length clear though, and Fanciful Lady drew on to beat Morissette by a length. Kalimna third, held on well, then Gadina, Whiskey Glow, Danwar, Our Croupier disappointed, and so did Purbright, who finished last of the field. Time is 1 minute and 10, and victory for number 2, Fanciful Lady, ridden by Nash Rubiter, prepared by Brian Mayfield Smith. The winner to pay about $4 and $1.50. Morissette second, $2.20, and Kalimna third, about $6. Numbers coming into the frame. Official now. Time is 1 minute and 10, 2, 1 and 5. 2, 1 and 5 official on race 1.
The bolter Boonadoo Boy works over to the rail with Metal Trader out wider, Lord Antrona, Neptune Raider 4 deep at the post. Rider of Boonadoo Boy takes hold now, and this leaves the stablemates Metal Trader and Neptune Raider to vie for the lead going out of the straight. Lord Antrona back to third, back to fourth, Boonadoo Boy. They were followed by Legal Hand, enjoying a nice run to fifth. 2 lengths further back to Sataray. Then further back in the field behind those, Court Runner from Prince Charming and Sun Classic is back at the tail of the field. Under 2,000 to run, and Metal Trader now gets away from them. And it's Metal Trader by 2. Second placing, 2.5 away now in second spot was Neptune Raider, a length and a half then to Boonadoo Boy, 2 lengths almost then to Lord Antrona, 3 or so away then Legal Hand. Another couple to the mare Sataray, Court Runner her outside. Back on the inside, nearly a length away was Prince Charming as Sataray shuffles away from the rail, and going up on the outside is Sun Classic. Well, they've strung out over the best part of a dozen lengths here as they go by the 1,600 or the mile in the old, and the leader Metal Trader by 4 lengths, second Neptune Raider, 4 or 5 away third Boonadoo Boy, 3/4 the outside Lord Antrona, 2.5 off Legal Hand, Prince Charming, Court Runner, Sataray and Sun Classic, and a little huddle together. Along the far side of the course they're working towards the 1,200 metre turn, and the leader Metal Trader shows the way. Metal Trader 3.5 in front of Neptune Raider, only 2 now to Legal Hand, clearly to third. Then Lord Antrona, and around them Court Runner. They're bunching right up now. There's only 5 lengths first to last. In that division came Sun Classic, Sataray, Boonadoo Boy, and 2 lengths away last of all is Prince Charming. Down the side they race at the 1,000 metre mark. Metal Trader only 3/4 of a length in front of Legal Hand. 1 1/4 away third Neptune Raider. On the outside Court Runner, Sun Classics improved to be 5th. Then Lord Antrona from Sataray, Boonadoo Boy, and 1 1/4 last of all Prince Charming, save for a last run. Around the side they move now down towards the 650, and Metal Trader clicked up again a length in front of Legal Hand. Court Runner goes to third, Sun Classic to fourth, Neptune Raider biding its time the rail. Up in the centre Lord Antrona, followed by Sataray, Prince Charming, and the outsider of the field Boonadoo Boy has called it a day. They bunch right up the main body around the turn at the 400. Legal Hand goes after this leader Metal Trader and heads it. Court Runner joins in on the outside. Neptune Raider still looking for run. Sun Classic, Lord Antrona, Sataray and Prince Charming down the middle. Metal Trader fights back. Court Runner just a leader with 120 to go. Court Runner in front, down the outside Prince Charming, Lord Antrona in the centre, and Sataray. Sataray's going a bit better than Prince Charming, and Sataray wins the day. Sataray, the mare got home over Prince Charming, Lord Antrona, and they kicked away from the others. Metal Trader, Court Runner, Sun Classic, Neptune Raider, Legal Hand, and Boonadoo Boy tailed off.
First of the day, some interesting newcomers here as well. Starter not quite ready. Little movement out near gate 6 or 7. Set. They're off. And away in a good line too. Jetliner, one of the best out. Among Men jump nicely. Star D's up looking for the lead. Give 'em the flick. And Snipperdane with Commands are right up with the firing line. And then French Medallion, Star Hazard, followed by Roussos. And then comes Colosseum, and Messiah has dropped out to last. Going down past the 700. And Snipperdane goes to the lead. 3/4 of a length. Commands, Star D third. And then comes Star Hazard, followed closely by Give 'em the flick and Among Men. Then Jetliner and Roussos, French Medallion. Second last is Colosseum, and 4 or 5 lengths to Messiah, travelling to the corner, 500 to go, and Snipperdane is the leader, nearly a length now on Commands as they flatten for the run of the wire. A length away third is Star Hazard, followed by Star D, and a break to Give 'em the flick, and then on the outside Roussos, followed by Jetliner. Commands having a shot at Snipperdane down to the 200. Snipperdane under pressure, and Commands got the better of him. A length and a half to Give 'em the flick, Star D, and Colosseum's made up many lengths from Roussos, but Commands shot clear. 50 to go, Commands in full flight. Colosseum next, and then Give 'em the flick, but Commands, what a debut. Commands easily from Colosseum, and Give 'em the flick, followed by Snipperdane, and then a break to Star D. Messiah made up many lengths. Then came at the head of the others French Medallion, about 4 Jetliner, Roussos, Star Hazard, and Among Men.
Second of the day. Prince Mikado took a dive. Off they go. Scud was one of the first to bounce out of the stalls. Megastar was away well. So was Star Cossack. Ocean Bird on the rail, easing back a little. Prince Mikado looking for the front as they settle down, and backdrops on the improve as well. It's Scud on the inside and Prince Mikado, the 2 leaders, heading towards the turn out of the straight. Backdrop caught 4 wide from Bullwinkle, Star Cossack and Megastar on the rails when they head out of the straight to the 2,000 metres. And next is Denker. Over on the inside, Ocean Bird, 2 or 3 lengths to Noble Ben Bar, a Golden Light, and Lightning Leroy whipped them in. Prince Mikado out to the 2,000 metre mark, led by a length to Backdrop, and Scud has a nice trail, third on the inside. 3/4 to Bullwinkle, 2 lengths Star Cossack, a neck away to Megastar, 2 lengths further back Zdenka on the outside of Ocean Bird, about 3 lengths then to Noble Ben Barra, followed by Lightning Leroy and Golden Light as last of all by the 1,800 metres. And it's Prince Mikado, the leader. He wanted to pull a little bit. He led by about a half a length to Backdrop. Scud on the rails in third placing, 3/4 away to Bullwinkle on the outside in fourth, and they're followed 2 lengths back by on the outside Star Cossack, Megastar the rail, 1.5 Zdenka and Ocean Bird together next, and then Noble Ben Barra, Lightning Leroy, and 2 lengths to Golden Light. At the 1,400 metres now, a little change in the order, and Prince Mikado led by about a half length to Backdrop on the outside. Scud back on the fence in third place, a length to Bullwinkle, 2 lengths to Star Cossack, and Neck Megastar on the rail, 1.5 Zdenka, Ocean Bird, 3 lengths further back Noble Ben Barra, Lightning Leroy, and Golden Light whipped the field in with about 1,100 metres to go. And Prince Mikado by 3/4, Backdrop up second. Over on the inside, Scud's had a lovely run with cover. Bullwinkle on the outside, 2 lengths Star Cossack, fifth around Megastar, 1.5 Zdenka, a neck on the inside to Ocean Bird, 2 lengths Noble Ben Barra, 1 Golden Light, and 1.5 to Lightning Leroy last of all by the 800 metres in search of the turn. Prince Mikado out by a half length to Backdrop, Scud on the rail, Bullwinkle the outside. There's been no change in the order. 1.5 Star Cossack, Megastar, then Zdenka. Noble Ben Bar appeals to the outside from Ocean Bird, Lightning Leroy, and a Golden Light when they corner. Prince Mikado just the leader from Backdrop. Scud looking to get out from behind the leader now. Then follows the Star Cossack and Megastar in the straight. Backdrop dash for home. Got a half length in front now. Scud is into the clear. Prince Mikado battling the rail. Star Cossack is running on well. It's Backdrop tackled by Scud and Star Cossack. It's Scud in the middle. Star Cossack on the outside now. It's Scud a length and a half clear from Star Cossack. The pull on the weights will mean nothing, and Scud easily on the line. Scud by a length and a half, Star Cossack. Backdrop third. Zdenka did her best work late for fourth. Then followed just behind the Megastar, Ocean Bird, Golden Light, then Bullwinkle. A break to Noble Ben Barra, Lightning Leroy, and the early leader Prince Mikado dropped out to last. Number 5, Scud.
In the march to Christmas, 1 or 2 of them throwing their heads about. Now the light's on. They've jumped on the 2-year-old, and Andrew from the inside, ridden out, is looking for a forward spot on the inside. There's a bit of a crush across on the outside. Mysteria out there was Kissed, and also going fast was Navarroic. And South Neptune's got early speed. Andrew's pushing through on the inside. Wider out, Catherlook close Andy today. Further back, Fighting Force, followed back behind them by Shinko Express, and then came Brompton Road. Camway wide, further back, Gwen the Florist, and 2 away last of all is Lavalka. Round the turn, and Kissed is the leader in the Ingham colours. By a neck over in second placing Navarroic. In behind them, Andrews charging up behind them with South Neptune. Wider out on the track, Mysteria, and even deeper, 4 and 5 deep was Catherlook, who can't get in from further back, Shinko Express. They were followed 4 away then by Fighting Force. Camway out wide, back to the inside, Brompton Road. And last of all, Lavalka, the main body. Gwen the Florist is 5 lengths off them. At the 200, Kiss the leader. Second, Andrew coming after it, but Kissed has got a nice break. It's Kissed by a length and a half, 2 lengths over Andrew. Kissed is going very well, and Kissed, although getting a bit tired in the last 50, is going to be too good. Kissed wins it by 3/4 Andrew, about a half 3/4 Shinko Express, running on the stablemates Mysteria and Camway, followed then by South Neptune. Catherlook wide throughout from Navarroic, followed by Brompton Road, then came Lavalk. Further back behind those out wider was Fighting Forced, and she was welly pruned out of the bunch today. Gwenny the Florist tailed off last.
And the Strike Time from a wide alley is the early leader, and trying to get across is the rider on Strike Time, and will do so now to lead 2 lengths Emerald Green, Zastov, Mars Sis and Montecito. Miss Peridot is back second last, and 2 lengths Contentious at the 750, and Strike Time across onto the rails is steadied now by Dan Beasley. The break 3/4 Mars Sis, and Montecito's caught on a limb third. Miss Peridot the favourite fourth, followed a length and a half away by Emerald Green. Zastov is second last, and a length further back Contentious. This is the order. Galloping to the 500 and the home corner, and Strike Time increasing a lead a little on Mars Sis to be about a length and a half clear as they round the corner, and 400 ahead of the field. It's Strike Time a length and a half now on Montecito and Mars Sis. Miss Peridot over on the inside angling for the split, and there's a mile of room for the favourite to come through now as Strike Time started to hang, and the rider has had to go for the whip, and Miss Peridot claiming Strike Time on the inside, followed by Contentious getting home well. Strike Time, Miss Peridot and Contentious. Strike Time still in front as they reach the line, and what a good game win. Strike Time from Contentious and Miss Peridot, followed home then by Montecito. A good margin off then on the outside was Zastov from Emerald.
Set to go, and they're on their 1,800-metre journey now. Dontain and Miss Danehill were the first 2 to bounce out. Yuma Waller immediately snagged back to last of all. And after going 150, it's Dontain left in front of Miss Danehill. Classic Secret has eased back to be third, and out wide from Steel Road, Wajib Star, who's pulling a bit, and so is Yuma Waller. Not a lot of pace on. Dontain, a narrow leader, out by 3/4 to Miss Danehill. Classic Secret trapped out 3 wide. 1 away in the field, Steel Road on the inside of Wajib Star, and 2 lengths to Yuma Waller. 1,300 to go, and Dontain the leader, out by about a length and a half, just quickening the tempo slightly. Miss Danehill running second, 1 further back Steel Road. Classic Secret on the outside. He's zipping up on it now, deciding to go on Classic Secret and rush to the lead. So they head to the 1,000-metre mark with Classic Secret now a length and a quarter in front of Dontain, a half Miss Danehill. 2 lengths Wajib Star outside Steel Road, and 2 lengths to Yuma Waller. About 6 or 7 lengths would cover this small field down the side of the course, and out in front, controlling it now is Classic Secret for Mark Flaherty. He's unbeaten on this 3-year-old. He leads by a half length. Miss Danehill up to second, a length and a half to Dontain back third, the inside of Wajib Star, and then Steel Road the boulder, and a half length to Yuma Waller last of the 6 coming around the home turn. And the leader is Classic Secret, about 3/4 of a length clear. Been a big drifter on course. Classic Secret leads from Miss Danehill on the outside second, Dontain third, and then Wajib Star, and behind them Yuma Waller putting himself in the picture for the first time. Below the 400, and Classic Secret by 2. Miss Danehill shaken up and asked for the run. Wajib Star starting to come home well on the outside, and then a gap to Yuma Waller. Classic Secret stopping. Wajib Star and Miss Danehill racing to him now. Wajib Star on the outside, Miss Danehill the centre, and Classic Secret. It's Wajib Star, Miss Danehill. She's fighting back. Wajib Star, Miss Danehill. Oh, gee, I'm not sure. She's kicked on the inside, Miss Danehill and Wajib Star. It's a matter of who bobbed. Classic Secret third, gap Yuma Waller, Dontain and Steel Road. photo naturally to decide it in the
towards the 1800-metre turn from Gambler's Image, and Raja Jazz has fired up on the outside and has gone to the front now. In behind them, fourth Flame Trail has settled nicely for Seymour, a half the outside Major Dunny. They were followed 2.5 away by Trigger Happy, and 3 away last of all, quietly ridden is Harcourt, 1600 out. And Raja Jazz raced to the front and led by 2. Gambler's Image second, third is Hooker. The leader's fired up, wants to get on with it. Flame Trail has settled back in fourth position, about 3 or 4 off the lead. 1400 a race from Major Dundee, followed over on the inside by Trigger Happy, and 2 lengths away almost to Harcourt at the tail. Raja Jazz the leader. The rider's having a torrid time. The horse has broken out badly. It's perspiring freely. And as they go to the 1200, a length and a quarter, Gambler's Image. 1 1/4 away. Third was Hooker, getting a nice run. So too is 2 lengths away Flame Trail, the filly. 1 1/2 then Trigger Happy, a half the outside Major Dundee with 1,000 to race, and 3 away Harcourt. Down the side, Raja Jazz by a length to in second place in Gambler's Image. In third position was Hooker. Fourth was Flame Trail, getting a bit closer now and about to ease around Hooker at the 800, followed 2 off by Trigger Happy, a half the outside Major Dundee, and 2 away Harcourt, who's made a little bit of ground. Coming around the home turn, under 650 to race now, and Gambler's Image testing the toppy. Raja Jazz poised behind them, both Hooker and Flame Trail. It's outside. 1 1/2 off Major Dundee, joining Trigger Happy, and 2 away to Harcourt around the turn. Raja Jazz clicked up and led by a neck. Second Gambler's Image, and then came on the outside Flame Trail, about to open up. Back in behind them, Hooker needs a run. They were followed then by Major Dundee down the middle. Inside of Major Dundee, Trigger Happy, but Flame Trail swept past the other pair, Raja Jazz and Gambler's Image, and this looks all over. From the 200, she's got into full throttle, and an early double coming up for Nigel Seymour. Flame Trail eased down on the line, has donkey licked her rivals, won by 3.5 over Hooker, an inch in front of Raja Jazz, who held on pretty well. Trigger Happy and Harcourt, Major Dundee and Gambler's Image together. How soft was that? Number 2, Flame Trail, a very easy win.
Miss Peridot, and commands number 4, won the first. Now the starter going up onto his stand, and in the Star City Big Wheel, 1500, they'll soon be off. They're away now. And immediately Jester Boy tending to drop back in company with Shannon Magic, Genioso and Daniel, and Grey and Gold is the early leader. Narrowly, though, from Light Year Orbit in third, and 2 lengths to Simmer, followed by Sober Again, Brittany Miss. Then Jester Boy, Genioso. The speed is muddling from Lively Lad, Rare Mosaic. Daniel is back second last, and now Shannon Magic a conspicuous last. Sober Again to the lead as they race along towards the 1,000 marker. Opens up 2.5, Grey and Gold. Genioso hunted now to second, Grey and Gold to third, and Orbit and fourth. Light Year next, then Brittany Miss. A length further back in the field is Simmer, followed by Lively Lad around Jester Boy from Rare Mosaic. Daniel being second last, and 2 to Shannon Magic. This is the order, 800 to go. And Sober Again pilots the field, about 2.5 Genioso, 3/4 to Grey and Gold. A little more than the length of the heavily backed Orbiton from Light Year, Brittany Miss, and 2 lengths Simmer. Jester Boy on the favourites inside from Lively Lad, Rare Mosaic, at about 4 or 5 lengths to Daniel and Shannon Magic as last as they round the home corner. 450 left to travel, and Sober Again straightens up nicely clear at Grey and Gold and Genioso. 2 lengths to Orbiton. A length further back is Brittany Miss, and then Simmer behind a wall of horses from Lively Lad. It's Sober Again the leader as they travel down to the 200. Sober Again's about 2 lengths Grey and Gold. Light Year Orbiton on the outside, grinding away from Simmer. Still Sober Again in front, but Light Year and Grey and Gold catch Sober Again. Here's a go. Light Year hits the front. Light Year, I reckon's just beaten on the outside, Grey and Gold. And Sober Again third in a very close finish. Simmer, well, didn't it have a checkered passage down the straight? And when clear, it flew from Genioso, Jester Boy, Rare Mosaic, Brittany Miss. Orbiton didn't run on, followed home by Shannon Magic, Lively Lad, and Daniel at the tail of the field.
Magic music lined in, and they're set, ready to go. Off Magic Music began okay near the outside. Blue Storm was away well, and so was Rafoy Rouge Feur. Danajaya has begun fast, and dropping in behind them is Honquok Star Really in company with Wave a Tree and Tippy. Kit's Challenge coming across the field. Solid Wood's gone very fast down towards the 800 metre mark and moved up on the outside of Magic Music and went to the lead now. Just behind them is Danajaya in third, followed by Rye Hero. Kit's Challenge closer to the middle of the track. Back behind those is Rouge Feur. Blue Storm is ahead of it. And within about 3 lengths of the leading horses. Wave a Tree a good way back, and so is Tippy, Honquok Star and Rafoy. They're nearing the 400 metres. Solid Wood against the outside rail led from Magic Music, and Blue Storm is easing off her heels and coming home well. They're clear of Danajaya and Rye Hero. Magic Music went for home near the 200 metres. Blue Storm throwing out the challenge, and they've raced clear about 3 lengths to Danajaya. Blue Storm, Magic Music, the favourites are fighting it out at the moment. Magic Music, Blue Storm closer to the middle of the track. Blue Storm, Magic Music, Blue Storm and Magic Music. Blue Storm 1.5 head to Magic Music. Danajaya 2 lengths away third, and then Rye Hero. Next to finish in the race was Honquok Star and Wave a Tree. Rafoy and then Kit's Challenge. Rouge Feur. Solid Wood weakened after showing a lot of pace, and Tippy last of all.
On the track to Canner away very fast. Settling into second placing, early Apt to Go. Back on the inside, Made to Water, and they were followed out wider on the track by a Red Light and pushing up between horses ahead of a Red Light. The speed, then came Bell Cab, tapped up early. Happened to be just worse than centre field. Gold Digger is next. Heavenly Shore is caught out wide. Pushing up between horses now, or attempting to. Sideshow Charlie and Clemency was last of all. Around the turn they raced out of the 620, and the leader is Takana with the gold cap a half in front of on the outside. Apt to Go, who's had a nice run. So is 3 lengths away Assembly Line. Made to Water under some pressure. A Red Light was next, and they were followed further back in the field by Happened to Be. Heavenly Shore is well back. Over on the inside, around the turn, Bell Cab, Sideshow Charlie, followed by Gold Digger, Clemency. Apt to Go, though, moved up on the outside of Canada, joined it at the 200 metre mark, and now shot away. Apt to Go, the big shorter on the tab, kicked away 1.5 lengths clear. Down the outside Assembly Line and a Red Light, and also joining in is, with a big finish, Happened to Be. Apt to Go found nothing. A Red Light has hit the front, and a Red Light might have won from Happened to Be. There's not much in it. Now, we've got for third Assembly Line. Apt to Go, I can't believe it stopped as quickly as it did the last 50. It absolutely walked. Over on the inside is Bell Cab running on. Heavenly Shore never got into the race. Gold Digger, Takana, Made to Water, and then
first to break the line from Heaters Goodwood, and then Shootout, followed by Hula Hoop and Cool Warrior, and Expect a Stars dropped out another 2 lengths away as they race to the 1600 corner, and the Kiwi Heesem Bargard, now being trained at Mudgee, opens up 1.5 lengths. Elzabana getting a little closer now and goes up to sit almost at the quarters of the leader Heesem Bargard. She's neat inside Battle Wise. 1.5 lengths further back in the field as they race down the back. Shootout, followed by Goodwood, then Come On Grace, getting back a little now from Prince of Justice, Hula Hoop, Cool Warrior next to last, and Absolute being Expect a Star back at least a dozen from Heesem Bargard, who at the 1200 leads more than 1 length on Elzabana, 2.5 to She's Neat and Battle Wise. Another couple of lengths to Goodwood, parked on the inside of Shootout, and 4 lengths then coming Prince of Justice. Come On Grace on his outside, and then Hula Hoop from Cool Warrior, and Expect a Star is last of all as they leave the back straight behind them and head in the direction of the 800. There's no change in the pattern, and Heesem Bargard loping along 3/4 of a length clear. Shootout going up wide out. Elzabana's in the middle, and there's a bit of a change coming onto the scene now as they go down past the 700, and Shootout, ridden for dear life, goes up on the outside to lead narrowly from Heesem Bargard, again punching through to shade Shootout, 2 Elzabana, scrubbed along from Battle Wise. She's Neat the inside, 2 to Goodwood, 5 to Prince of Justice, Come On Grace, and then Hula Hoop. Expect a Star is back last, and second last is Cool Warrior, straightening up, and Heesem Bargard is history, I'd say, and Goodwood sprinting fast down the outer. Goodwood races to the lead, 300 to go, and put 2 lengths Battle Wise Elzabana, followed by She's Neat, Shootout, and the others are 1,000,000 to 1, but it's Goodwood leading with about 100 to go and in no danger. Elzabana followed on the inside, battling on pretty well She's Neat, but Goodwood eased down, bolts in. Goodwood from She's Neat, Elzabana, Cool Warrior, then Hula Hoop, Prince of Justice, followed home by Battle Wise. Shootout knocked up, and then came Expect a Star, Come On Grace, and Heesem Bargard, the early leader, wilted that badly it finished a conspicuous last.
All set. 1400, Just Sterling, one of the first to break the line from Glass Cutter. Cooter Knights began fast. Darahim began quickly as well. He's up there outside Glass Cutter fighting for the lead early. At the 1200, Glass Cutter and Darahim, they're cutting at one another a bit. Darahim wants the front and he's going on with it now. And he's set up by 2 lengths on Glass Cutter second, a length and a half to Cooter Knights third. One away then Just Sterling fourth on the inside from Duke of Westbury, and then Call Me Spike. Fasato over on the inside, followed by Strike Force and Noble Deed last of all. Darahim put the brakes on down the side, steadied the tempo at the 800 metres and led a half length to Cooter Knights. 2 lengths to Glass Cutter third on the inside of Duke of Westbury. 1.5 then to Call Me Spike, followed by Just Sterling. Strike Force third to last, coming around the home turn with Noble Deed on the outside of Fasato the last 2. It's Darahim swinging the corner, about 3/4 of a length in front of Cooter Knights. Duke of Westbury just behind them. Call Me Spike easing out wide. Glass Cutter the grey under pressure, and then Just Sterling and Strike Force at the 400 now, and Darahim the leader. Riders going for him. Is there much left? They're really coming at him. On the outside, Call Me Spike has sprinted up fast to join Darahim now. Then Duke of Westbury and Strike Force running on. Darahim looks to be gone. It's Call Me Spike the leader. Coming after it, Strike Force, but Call Me Spike in front, 50 to go. And Call Me Spike wins it by 2 lengths to Strike Force second, Duke of Westbury third. Then Just Sterling, Darahim. Well, he was pretty ordinary in the straight. Next, Cooter Knights and Fasato, and a gap to Glass Cutter and Noble Deed. Run 124.2, the winner Call Me Spike, ridden.
And Madame Perec a little slow to begin. Another one a bit slow on the gold armband spirit level, and away very fast was Totally. Salamine jumped all right, but is now settling back, and around them Amaround is working up to go to the front. Amaround draws to the lead by about a length. 2 in second position, Blood Brother going to second with the blue armbands and cap. Third, Totally. Back in behind them, Rhythmic Bow, and over on the inside now is Bay of Surprise as they move on, Bay of Sunshine, I should say, as they move onto the 1200 metre turn from Madame Perec into the clear and nicely positioned now. They were followed further back behind them on the inside, Rubiton Road. Next over on the outside, Arch of Colours. Between them then came Salamine, and they were followed further back behind those by Bold Spirit out wide, about 7 off the lead. Next on the inside running was Prince Phoenix as they moved down the side from Monongahela Steel, and then Spirit Level, and further back Mr. Logical, What Report, and Last Spar Hawk. Amaround the leader as they come towards the home turn with about 6.50 to go. From in second placing, Blood Brother. Around the outside, Arch of Colours, Rhythmic Bow the centre, and Totally the inside. They were followed further back in the field behind those then by Bay of Sunshine, and then came Madame Perec, and further back in the field Bold Spirit, followed by Salamine and Spirit Level. Monongahela Steel followed by Rubiton Road, and back behind them Prince Phoenix, and wider out Mr. Logical, and also What Report and Spar Hawk down to the 200. Amaround only a half in front now, getting up on the inside. Totally down the outside, here they come quickly. Madame Perec is joining him with Arch of Colours. Blood Brother is there too. Amaround has been headed on the inside by Totally. Blood Brother comes at it, Madame Perec, and now coming quickly Arch of Colours. Here's a go, they're across the track, 3-way go this. Blood Brother, Arch of Colours the centre, or Madame Perec the widest, and that's probably in a favour, but we'll leave this to the judge. Then came Totally and Amaround. Back behind those Monongahela Steel, Salamine, Prince Phoenix, and they were followed back behind those then by Rhythmic Bow, Bay of Sunshine, followed by further back to Spirit Level, Rubiton Road, Mr. Logical, then came Bold Spirit, What Report, and Spar Hawk was last.
inside. 2 lengths further back is Hellenic Prince as they sort themselves out from Air Patrol, Airline, Royal Integrity. Barrestein is second last, and a length the Tercel to the side of the 700, and Sally Magic is just the leader from Iditarod. Third and wider Halloween Mist. A length Plashenko, and off the track is Air Patrol. Jura back on the inside from Hellenic Prince, and then Royal Integrity followed by Barrestein. Airline to second last, and 3 or 4 lengths last of all is Tercel as they swing the corner now, and the favourite Sally Magic straightens up and got a break of more than a length now. Iditarod. On the extreme outside is Air Patrol, followed by Halloween Mist sticking on pretty well, and Hellenic Prince popped the question. Sally Magic to the 200 is the leader. Plashenko's gone through on the inside, followed by Hellenic Prince. Sally Magic, the little Aussie battler, hands and heels, Kev Moses. Plashenko's coming at Sally Magic. Plashenko right over the top of Sally, and Plashenko gets up to win. A ring wobbler, but too good in the drive to the line. Plashenko beats Sally Magic and Hellenic Prince, followed at the head of the others by Jira, then Royal Integrity, Halloween Mist, Tercel, and then Airline, followed by Iditarod, and the last 2 were Barrestein and Air Patrol.
Active Devotion goes in. Final Exhibit, last to link up. They're drawn the outside 2 gates, those fillies, and they're set. Racing at the 1400, a lovely dispatch. Marty's Magic out well towards the inside. Miss Peri Peri and Hula Wonder immediately head her off. Also away well was Something's Felt, and also out wide going forward is Final Exhibit. After going 200 now, Final Exhibit works up hard on the outside to go to the lead over Miss Peri Peri. Hula Wonder settling 2 lengths back third. So's Felt fourth, and then Savannah followed by Platonic Love, Marty's Magic. A length and a half for Ardari, Western Love, and back behind those in the field is Blue Flirt. She's third to last. Behind her, Gadance Dancer, and a length and a half to Active Devotion last of all. Be happy with the pace though, it's quite generous going past the 800. Final Exhibit led Miss Peri Peri, and now Platonic Love is let loose around the outside to join those 2 leaders 3 wide. Hula Wonder just behind them, so too Something's Felt on the rail. Active Devotion has lost the rider. Now I don't know what happened, it was at the tail of the field, might have stumbled, and Active Devotion has lost the rider prior to the turn. Into the straight, the sensation there, and they come to the 400 metres. Final Exhibit on the inside, and Miss Peri Peri having a crack at her. Something's Felt running on. Savannah getting through. Hula Wonder. Here's Hula Wonder coming with her big burst on the outside. Savannah trying to get into the clear. In the straight, 200 to go, and it's Hula Wonder racing to Final Exhibit. Miss Peri Peri and Savannah. But Hula Wonder's 2 lengths clear, 50 to go. Savannah running on with Marty's Magic, but Hula Wonder won it from Savannah and Marty's Magic. Then Something's Felt, followed by Western Love. Miss Peri Peri, Final Exhibit weakening back on the rails. Behind those to finish in the race was Platonic Love, Gdansk Danza, Fradari, and at the tail of the field is Blue Flirt. Active Devotion losing the rider prior to...
Here we go. They're off. And Mighty Meccano missed it, so did Exotic Art. Murph was a bit slow to begin, likewise Lord Shiraz out wise, but probably by design trying to angle in somewhere. And as they start to sort themselves up forward, going to the 1800-metre turn, Brother Mayor leads AV8, and around them Vesti, and there's Amarina fired up as the rider tries to settle Brother Mayor. And Amarina now obliges to take over by a length and a half to 2 over Brother Mayor, fighting the rider there for a few metres. Third is Vesti, getting a nice run, then AV8 inside Exalted Miss, 2 lengths Spirit of Hope. A length and a half to Kipling, Scrupulous, and Lord Shiraz is wide on the outside of that. There's another horse just obscured from my view on his outside at the moment, and that one is Frenzel Rom. Then a length to Murph joining Exotic Art, the brakes going up front, and then a length away Mighty Meccano. As they race down towards the 1250 onto the next turn, and Amarina leads by a length and a quarter. Vesti's had a lovely run. A length and 3/4 Brother Mayor, a length Exalted Miss and a half the inside AV8. 1 1/4 off then Kipling joining Spirit of Hope from Frenzel Rom deep, and then came on the outside Lord Shiraz, back on the inside Scrupulous, a length to Mirth, then Exotic Art inside the 1,000 and a half away to Mighty Meccano. Down the side of the course, racing onto the 850, and now Exalted Miss has let go and shoots to the front now from Amarina by a length. Third placing Vesti, rider sitting quietly, Aviate pumps up between Frenzel Romer's Deep and Brother May of the Rail. Then Kipling outside of Spirit of Hope, and then were followed by Lord Shiraz, scrupulously inside from Mirth, and then Mighty Meccano together with Exotic Art. Routing the home turn down to the 500, and it's Amarina and Exalted Miss, the joint leaders again from Vesti, now coming away from behind them. Wider out Frenzel Rom, back on the inside Brother Mayor, Spirit of Hope, and Aviate now getting into the clear, and then Lord Shiraz having a bit of a bump there with Kipling, who kept him back into a pocket, but Vesti sailed to the lead at the 200 metre mark. Aviate's not doing enough. What's this out wide? Kipling starting to put in a run as Vesti shifts back to the inside. Kipling down the outside with Frenzel Rom. Vesti still in front. Kipling trying, and here's Mighty Meccano out of the clouds. Kipling races up to Vesti. Mighty Meccano grabbed them both. Mighty Meccano, I think, has just won in another great finish over Kipling, Vesti, and then between them somewhere were both Scrupulous and Frenzel Rom. Spirit of Hope, and then Exotic, and further back behind them Exotic Art. Then Lord Shiraz and Aviate, he put in a shocker today. Then came Amarina. They were followed further back behind those by Brother Mayor, Exalted Miss, and Murph. Murph has knocked up at the tail of the field. I think this has got up down the extreme outside from the rear, and they've been winning out wide for most of the day. Mighty Meccano, Kipling was heading Vesti, and then Mighty Meccano's put in a dive. I think he's got there. Where's the post? Here we go. Ooh, heads up and noses. No, he'll get it. Mighty Meccano will get it, I think. Mighty Meccano, number 12, unofficially. Yes, there it is.
And so did Monet's Cove. Dr. Squill is right up with the leaders, and the same can be said for Jazzac. And as they travel about 200 metres, Jazzac and Toro, little between them, a length and a half. Dr. Squill passed by Monet's Cove. Venticello is starting to work around the outside, followed then by Punt. Second last is Zaila, and a length and a half further back being Entertainer. They work down the back of the course and race along towards the 1100 metres, and Toro leads clearly. A bit more than a length on Monet's Cove past the 1,000. Jazzac third, Venticello one off the rails fourth. Punt is racing on the outside of Dr. Squill. Second last is Zaila at about a length and 3/4 to Entertainer. He'd be about 8 to 9 lengths off the lead held by Toro. And racing along past the 700 pole, little or no change in the order. Toro about 3/4 of a length clear on Monet's Cove. 2 Jazzac parked inside Venticello. 2.5 to Dr. Squill, and a couple of lengths to Punt being heeled along from Zaila. And Entertainer still last, about 8 lengths off the lead. On the swing for home now, and Toro will lead them around the bend. 3/4 Monet's Cove, Jazzac the inside. Venticello called upon by Daniel Beasley from Dr. Squill, and then Zaila. Punt, and on the outside winding up as Entertainer. Many hopes. Monet's Cove went past Toro. On the outside Venticello tending to struggle, followed by Dr. Squill and Entertainer. Monet's Cove is still in front. In fact, he got away past the 100. He's home and hosed. Monet's Cove 2 lengths on Dr. Squill, and Monet's Cove wins again. Dr. Squill second. Nothing between Entertainer and Toro for third, and then Jazzac, Venticello, Punt, and last Zaila.
Pit now. They're racing. Tonture near the outside, bounded out of the gates. Royal Solitaire going quickly with Verse Time. Grand Vita began nicely, and Happy Spring is driving through in the centre. Bossy Gal showing plenty of speed. She's shooting through to be about fourth. Territorial coming over 3 off the rails, racing on the outside of King's Carol and Crocodile. Nathan Citadel is drifting back. French Fries is back about third last with Chokwe and the Venetian, and Antelli's last of all. Tonture's the leader coming down the side. They've got 700 metres to go. Happy Spring is second. Bossy Gal is trapped off the track. She's 3 wide. Verse Time is 3 wide behind her, followed by Grand Vita, then Royal Solitaire in the centre. Territorial is 7th coming to the bend. Over on the inside is King's Carol, Nathan Citadel, the Venetian, French Fries, Crocodile, and Terry and Chokwe. Straightening up 350 metres to go. Happy Spring, she slipped up on the outside to go to the lead from Tonture. Royal Solitaire is a length away third, then Grand Vita. Verse Time running on strongly. Bossy Gal's under pressure. Territorial's down the outside. Happy Spring's in front. She's flat. She leads by a length. In second berth is Verse Time. Coming through in the centre is Grand Vita. Happy Spring is still the leader. Grand Vita swinging back to the inside. Territorial making ground out wide, but it's Happy Spring in front, and Happy Spring's got the money. Happy Spring first, Photo second, and third Grand Vita or Territorial. Verse Time, Tonture just behind them. Crocodile running on. Then French Fries and Bossy Gal. King's Carol was next, then Antelli, Chokwe, Nathan Citadel, Royal Solitaire and the Venetian.
On their way to the stalls now for the 7th, the Shaftesbury Avenue handicap. Rider for 5, McGuan is K. Forrester. Takeout numbers 4, 13 and 14. There was another weight change, number 12 is a half over. In he comes. Here's Mustang Red. He's going to be the last to move in. Over on the outside, 1737 metres the journey. Mustang Red is set and they're all in and ready to go. On their journey now. Starter sent them away well. Pengulu bounded away quickly from Count Venetian. Regal Conspiracy, Video Prince jump well. Mustang Red from the outside gate is zipping forward in the early part of the race, and then Steel Phoenix. Mushtak settles with 3 behind him, and Highland took Mustang Red to the front. Out to the 1400 metres, dominates the race and leads by 2 lengths Steel Phoenix. Pengulu ahead away on the inside third. 2 lengths Video Prince well placed fourth, and 2 lengths further back in the field then Count Venetian on the inside. Regal Conspiracy is around him, 1.5 McGuan and Neck Mushtak. 3 lengths further back in the field, Starletto over on the outside of Fonzarelli, and 2 lengths to Litmus. Mustang Red the leader at the 1,000 metre mark, steadies the tempo, 1.5 lengths to Steel Phoenix. Pengulu a half away third, 1 Video Prince fourth, 2 lengths Count Venetian. Regal Conspiracy the outside of him, middle of the field, 2 lengths McGuan on the inside of Mushtak, 2 lengths to Starletto over on the outside of Fonzarelli, and 1.5 to Litmus last of all at the 800, and it's Mustang Red the leader, out by a length Steel Phoenix. A half a length away Pengulu. They're followed then by Video Prince, taking off Regal Conspiracy. Count Venetian held up, and then McGuan going forward. They're bunching the field. Is Litmus let loose right around the outside of Mushtak when they come around the home bend, and Starletto gets a cart into the race. It's Mustang Red wheeling for home in front of Steel Phoenix. Regal Conspiracy, Litmus out wider. Pengulu over on the rail behind the leader. Video Prince getting into the clear at the 300. Mustang Red joined by Steel Phoenix now. Video Prince running on, but wanting to lay in a bit, and Pengulu held up momentarily. It's now a 3-way go. Video Prince looming up with Steel Phoenix fighting on. Regal Conspiracy running on. It's Steel Phoenix finding plenty, drawing away the last bit, and Steel Phoenix beat Video Prince, who wanted to turn his head badly on the side, into second placing. Regal Conspiracy was third, then Litmus and Mushtak from Pengulu. Back behind those to finish McGuan, trailed in by Mustang Red, then Starletto towards the end from Fonzarelli and Count Venetian. Steel Phoenix, number 12 with the blinkers on for the first time, has taken the race out, beating Video Prince second.
Dermot, and as they sort themselves out, Star Joe burst through the ruck to take up the narrow lead, with on the outside going to it Avaton from My Modest, and then Gullible and Dry and Sober's drawn up behind those. Modern King's got a lovely run on the inside from Prime Ruler around the outside, then came Major Wilkes, and then Lord Matthew the inner, Beige Hunk around them, then Dermot, Sir Swayze's wide, but that's his caper. Further back behind them, born to perform, Corregidor the old timer, and Pro now last, but there's only about 6 lengths first to last at the 600, where it's Star Joe the inside from Avaton. Over on the outside, My Modest is going after them, and then Prime Ruler. They were followed then by Modern King as they make the home turn. In behind those, Lord Matthews made ground, then Gullible, followed by Prime Ruler out wide, Beige Hunk, then Dry and Sober. Dermot runs up behind them, and so does Corregidor. Avaton went to the front out wide at the 200 metre mark. Beige Hunk comes after it, and now Beige Hunk is putting in a big finish. Avaton is just the leader, but Beige Hunk is wearing it down. They're the two, Avaton, Beige Hunk, and the mare. Avaton has won. Avaton gets home for Nathan Stanley over Beige Hunk, and third Lord Matthew. There was a very good Christmas handicap pointer. Prime Rule and Pro now is a big run too. Dry and Sober followed by Dermot, Corregidor. Down the outside, Born to Perform, Sir Swayze didn't run on. Major Wilkes, Star Joe hit a brick wall. Couldn't win a Christmas on that run, you wouldn't think. And
they're off in the Star City Christmas Cup. And it was a pretty good break too. Towards the centre, Stony Bay, one of the best out. Commencing quickly was Lahar. Not far back early, Yobro with Shine Over, Magic and Mars King. And Bombast, he's 3 away from the inside and back about second last as they come to the judge with a lap to go. And Stony Bay shows the way from Lahar. Third, Shine Over. Fourth, Yobro. Then Mars King. Magic the inside, Bellbrook trying to find a posse, followed by Strolling Home Bombardment. Then He's a Dane, a length of Valence on the inside of Vitronide from Jack and Archie Bombast. Hickey Picker second last and 2 or 3 lengths to our Mr. Kinman as they race past the 1800 metres, and Stony Bay leads the way from Lahar. Shine Over is running third, Magic fourth, and then Mars King followed by Yobro strolling home. A little more than a length the Bombardment, Bellbrook wide out from Valence, and then on its inside is He's a Dane. A length and a half further back is Vitronite a bit deep, followed by Jack and Archie, Bombast. Hickey Picker is back second last in the field, and Absolute our Mr. Kinman. 15 lengths between first and last as they go to the back at the 1400, and Stony Bay making play. 3/4 Yobro, Lahar third, and then Shine Over Magic. 2.5 lengths to Mars King from strolling home, Bellbrook, Bombardment. A length and a half then to He's a Dane, Vitronite, and just shading that pair is Valence. A bit more than a length to Bombast, and then a break to our Mr. Kinman from Jack and Archie, and the tail ender is Hickey Picker. So in the sort of they go to the 1,000, and old Stony Bay leads the way a length and 3/4 Yobro and Lahar to Shine Over. Magic over on the inside from Mars King strolling home. 2.5 to Bellbrook, and then Vitronite from Bombardment. A length to Valence and 2 lengths to Bombast. He's a Day now, Mr. Kinman, Hickey Picker, and Jack and Archie whips the Christmas Cup field in as they race towards the 650. And Stony Bay, he's been in front from the word go. He's 3/4 of a length, Yobro, and third is Magic, taking closer order from Lahar. Shine Over under the stick, then strolling home, Mars King, Bellbrook, Vitronite, Bombardment followed by Valence, Bombast, Jack and Archie, He's a Dane, and well back is our Mr. Kinman with Hickey Picker as they flatten for the run-in, and Lahar went past Stony Bay. Magic to second, then Yobro strolling home at a couple to Valence, or Bombast badly crowded up. Valence and Bombast having a real bumping duel, and Lahar the grey at the 120, about 2.5 lengths clear of Magic strolling home, Jack and Archie, but it's all Lahar, and Lahar and Grant Buckley win the cup from Magic. I reckon Bombast got up in time to cut Jack and Archie and strolling home out of third. Then Stony Bay, Yobro, He's a Dane, followed by Bombardment, and then at the head of the others came Mars King, Valence, our Mr. Kinman, Shine Over, Hickey Picker, Bellbrook, and Vitronite was last to complete.
Well, the top weight and Al Mansour.
Right on. And they're racing, and Chief to Be has bounded out from the inside. He was one of the first to go. City Hall began quickly with Harvey Ladd, Sahara Z. Lomax near the fence going quickly in front of Sovereign State, and Roulette's not far away. Mandu and Royal Rigo going fast up towards the lead. Captive Forgotten Hero midfield with Low Mass. Then came Nevitt drifting back on the field. Clear Memory. A long way back, Kidman's Cove, followed by Latin Poet. El Mansour is second last as they go up to the first turn. Last of all, Gulltooth Maloof. 700 go. Chief to Beers won't surrender the inside running. He led City Hall, Mandu out 3 deep. Harvey Ladd fourth, followed by Royal Rigo, Sahara Z, Lomax behind them from Sovereign State, Roulette. Then Forgotten Hero, followed by Clear Memory, Lomass, Nevitt, El Mansour, Kidman's Cove, Captive, Latin Poet, and Gulltooth Maloof around the turn. Chief to Beers joined by City Hall on the outside. Sahara Z's gone to third, coming at them. Roulette pull to the outside, coming home well, then Harvey Ladd. It's Chief to Beers and City Hall together with 100 to go. Roulette's making up a lot of ground. City Hall and Chief to Beers from Roulette. City Hall got his nose in front, close to home. City Hall. City Hall's beaten Chief to Beers. Third home Roulette. Then came Harvey Ladd. Nevitt ran home, followed by Sovereign State, Gulltooth Maloof, El Mansour just behind them. Then came Lomass, Kidman Cove. The next home, Sahara Z, Forgotten Hero. Further back, Low Max. Then came Latin Poet, followed by Mandu, Royal Rigo, Captive, and last home, Clear Memory.
True and easy to move in with Flirty Bird and Cheviot. Stand down Cup winner at his last start. Goes into the barrier stalls on the outside. Ready to go. Bida Con Dios the inside. Off now. And Bida Con Dios began well. Captain Night a fraction slow. Triumph out quickly. So too Knight's Tail, Flak Jacket. That's a leading 4 early, and Babetto not far away over on the outside of those horses as they settle down. True and Easy dropped out to be next to last with Flirty Bird behind it at the 1700. And now as they settle fully, Knight's Tail goes to the lead. A length and a half. Bida Con Dios and Triumph up third the outside. Captain Night tucked in behind them, followed by Meridian Magique. And Flak Jacket with Babetto caught about 4 wide there. Has to boot up as that turn comes up near the 1400. Cheviot's also covering ground 3 deep in the middle of the field. 2 lengths to Wesley Boy, and they're followed by Bluestone, Swords Drawn. 2 lengths behind those then True and Easy and Flirty Bird as last of all. Babetto's still about 4 wide here as they go to the 1200 metres. Knight's Tale led from Bida Con Dios. Cheviot still 3 deep, working up on the pace now. A length and a half behind them, Triumph. Babetto, the outside's never been near the fence, followed by Carptonite on the rail, and then Flak Jacket. Further back is Meridian Magic, a half length to Swords Drawn, and then came Bluestone, Wesley Boy. True and Easy next to last back there in company with Flirty Bird. Down the side, Knight's Tale the leader at the 800. Bida Con Dios moved up to have a crack at it. Chevy at the outside of them. Triumph next on the inside, followed by Babetto and the green cap around the outside. 2 lengths to Flak Jacket, Swords Drawn. Carptonite back on the rails, ridden along the grey. Then Bluestone, Flirty Bird, True and Easy, Wesley Boy and Meridian Magica dropped out to be last when they corner. Bida Con Dios is headed off by Cheviot. Babetto out wide having a go at them. Flak Jacket switches to the inside and he's starting to come home very well at the 400 metres. Bluestone has followed him through there, and then Triumph, and here's Swords Drawn and True and Easy down the outside. Flak Jacket has reached the lead at the 200 metres. Flak Jacket 2 lengths Babetto. Swords Drawn and True and Easy are running on. Flak Jacket the leader, 100 out, leads by 2 lengths. Here's True and Easy descending on him quickly. True and Easy driven into the lead by Oliver, and True and Easy won at a neck to Flak Jacket. A length and a half away third, either Swords Drawn or Bluestone. A photo third, clear of Flirty Bird, then Babetto. Done a good job under the circumstances. Wesley Boy next from Triumph, Cheviot, and they were trailed by Bida Con Dios, who again weakened badly in the run home, and then Knight's Tale, Meridian Magique and Carptonite, a bad last on the dry ground. True and Easy has come from next to last, ridden by Damien Oliver to take out the Bounty Hawk handicap. Number 4 the winner. Second to number 2, Flak Jacket, ridden by Dwayne Dunn. And it's a photo finish for third between Swords Drawn and Bluestone. There was little in that one.
Waiting for the light for the Schweppes handicap. There it is. They're off. And not a bad dispatch either. New Millennium out wide, jump well with Mr. Sands, and away well was Kedron, posing up nicely. Inkamala the centre, it over on the inside of those was Interjazz. They were followed a length and a half off Chief Seattle Skimmer and You Betcha. Another one up there with those 2 out wider was Showy, and Nasty Dollars going between horses. Further back to Damon, followed by Persian Storm. Second last over on the inside was Oscar Bound, and 2 lengths away last of all is St. Saviour on the side, heading towards the 650 metre mark, and Mr. Sands got out of the pack to lead. A length and a quarter. Inkamala third was New Millennium. Over on the outside, Kedron is travelling into it from You Betcha in the centre with Nasty Doll right on their hammer and tack, and Interjazz is getting a run up on the inside from Showy as they round the turn to the 400. Further back, Chief Seattle out wide of Damon, Skimmer, Persian Storm, St. Saviour, and forget about Oscar Bound. Homeward bound, and the leader is Mr. Sands, a half in front of Inkamala, levelling out for it now. New Millennium is starting to run on down the outside. Further out in the track, Kedron. Late on the scene, Damon and Skimmer out wide. New Millennium has gone to Mr. Sands. You Betcha now. Nasty Dollar starting to sprout wings. New Millennium just in front, grabbed on the outside by Nasty Doll, and I'm not sure another blinding finish. New Millennium or Nasty Doll. Concentrating on those, we've then got a gaggle of them there for the miners. Mr. Sands held on the inside with Interjazz outside of it. Kedron's between horses. Damon down the outer. Inkamala just didn't see it out. Skimmer was laid out wide with St. Saviour running on. Persian Storm followed further back behind those then by Oscar Bound. Chief Seattle eased down quickly over the line, as did Showy. Well,
is carrying. Invitation stands well, so does Accused, the stablemate. And they're all set now, ready to go. 13.50. And they're off in the last here at Rosehill Gardens. Immediately Fireball dropped out to last. Not commencing brilliantly, Digger Bill, and Hone in straight to the front from Nimble Feet. Invitation third, Accuses fourth, and fifth and wider out Our Gold. Length and a half further back is Muckadilla on the inside, followed by Top Shot Lineage, and then comes Mr. Crow and Donald. And a gap then to Fireball, Sino Hall, and close up Digger Bill. They race onto the first corner here at the 900. Hone in raced away. He's about 4 or 5 lengths Nimble Feet, and third is Invitation. Another 4 or 5 Accuse and 2 to Our Gold. A couple of lengths to the grey Muckadilla inside Top Shot and wider Lineage. A bit more than a length then coming Mr. Crow and a break to Fireball and then Donald, and 2.5 lengths to Sino Hall in company with Digger Bill. They're well strung out now, coming past the 550, and Hone In is coming back to the field now. A bit more than a length Nimble Feet, and the third is Invitation. 3 or 4 Accuse, a length Our Gold. Muckadilla followed by Mr. Crow and then Top Shot, and Lineage is next. Digger Bill second last as they set sail for home at the 300, and Hone in front. The rider about to draw the Persuader. It's a length and a half clear. Accuse in hot pursuit now though, followed by Invitation and a gap to Nimble Feet. It's Hone In taken on by Accuse, a dead set race in 2. Accuse is coming home a little better. Yep, grabbed Hone In, and Accuse forges away to beat Hone In. I think Muckadilla might have got third from Invitation the inside, and Donald wider out from Nimble Feet, and then Top Shot, Sino Hall, Our Gold, Mr. Crow, Lineage, followed by Digger Bill, and Fireball back at the tail of the field.